Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy right here, Mills. I'm here back with another video. Can you do me a big solid favor? Hit that thumbs up button, like this video. I will be reviewing Baddies West season 3, episode 4, entitled "What Happens in Vegas." In all honesty, this video should have been called "A Drunken Mess" because this was a whole drunken mess. This video, it's not going to be long because it wasn't really nothing to talk about besides really Razor versus Scotty the whole episode, but I'm going to review it, so we're going to jump right in. So we start the episode off with all the girls. They're hitting on the bus. It was Low, Rolly, Scotty, Razor, Krishan and Scott. They're on the bus. Tommy and Natalie are on the jet heading to Vegas. They're all going to Vegas. So, Krishan sees the bus. All the girls, they like the bus. You can see that the budget is bigger and better this season. The bus looked way better. So shout out to the girls. Natalie, she's stepping it up this season. And so we get to Natalie and Tommy. They're on the jet. Natalie like, well, don't tell the girls, that we gonna be on the jet. And Tommy like, I don't give a damn about them, how they feel. They gotta work their way up. We put in years into this. I'm like, okay, which is true. They work their way up. So excuse me, Natalie goes to talk about how, Krishan feel like she started the show and, basically trying to put the bug in Tommy's ear that, Krishan, Natalie just being messy as she does best, just basically trying to, I guess she was trying to get Tommy to say something bad, and Tommy like, well, at the end of the day, you got to be humble because you could be in the spotlight today and it could be gone tomorrow, which is true. Tommy, this episode was giving me boss itch. She was giving me boss BITCH this episode. She gifted Natalie, some of her I guess glasses, something like that. She coming out with some sunglass wear. I'm like, okay. So I'm kind of feeling the dynamic between Natalie and Tommy though. So I'm not even gonna hold you. I like that. And hopefully it stays that way. So back on the bus, all the girls, they're drinking, they're having fun. And so they decide to play I Never Have I Ever. I'm like, they play this every single time. Like, can we get a new game or something? Because they really play this every time. I seem like every time I watch this show, they always playing this game. But anyway, so they playing the game. Everything is going good. Low London and Scott. Low London and Krishan, they feeling on each other. I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm glad they made up. It's a good thing, but it just wouldn't have been me. I'm not making them somebody who putting knots on my head. The only way we gonna make up is if I'm returning the knots on your head. There's no way that I'm sitting here. I'm not letting that slide. I'm sorry. Especially when I know I didn't deserve it neither. But it's growth is an amazing thing, And I do like that they're cool because I feel like they shouldn't even got into it to begin with. So I do like that. I'm not here to promote violence, but it is what it is. So they all, they lick it up. They offer 2 bottles of Casamigos. So DJ Scott says they turning up, they partying, they having a good time. And we're going to just jump right into this because I don't know. This is where things take a turn for me. And it just went left field. And I was just so confused. Like, yo, what's going on? So what I saw was they was all feeling on each other. You know what I'm saying? Having a good time. I don't know. These girls say they straight, but then every time they get liquor in their system, they like to touch on each other and kissing on each other. And I'm like, okay, but y'all claim y'all not, but whatever. So, I saw Razor twerking her Big Debbie cakes all in Krishan face. Everybody was just, they was feeling on each other. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. And then, Scotty, I guess they started talking about the tattoos or something like that. So Razor was explaining some of her tattoos, whatever. So I guess Razor pulled her pants down and she was showing them tattoos. Now, Scotty, because Krishan was feeling on her butt, you know what I'm saying? So Scotty, I guess, was touching on her, and for some reason that set Razor off. She like, oh, that Scotty touched her inappropriately and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. I'm confused now because she wasn't the only one that touched her, but apparently Razor saying that she was moving her thong and stuff out the way. So I guess I'm not going to take away how she felt. If she felt violated, she felt violated. But at the end of the day, it just threw me off guard because I'm like, if they all was touching on her and y'all always just doing all this, what's really the problem? But like I said, I'm not here to exclude her. Maybe she felt some type of way. I don't know if it was towards Scotty. Maybe it was some flashbacks that jumped in her. But I'm like, to target Scotty out of all people, I just didn't understand that. But it is what it is. Excuse me, y'all. So Scotty's kind of lost and confused. Like, yo, what did I do? Like, what did I do? We talking about tattoos and I didn't do anything. And so they started talking about it, but you could clearly tell that Razor is drunk because she's slurring her words. She's doing a lot right now. She's yelling. She's just a drunken fool right now. So things get, it start to get heated up. And, even Biggie was like, yo, like, I don't see what the problem, It was just a lot going on. So they started talking, and Razor started raising her voice at Scotty, like, don't touch me. She like, don't touch me, and something like that. And then you could tell, like I said, Scotty's like, yo, what is the problem? Like, Razor just hits Scotty out of nowhere. She snuck her like, bow. I'm like, oh. So then security gets involved instantly. I'm like, oh gosh. Razor like, run up, run up, run up. You could tell that Scotty didn't really want to fight because Scotty not really a fighter. So you could tell even when she just got swung on, she was still trying to keep her composure. These girls, yo. It's just crazy. Like, it's just funny. So she kept calling Scotty a wussy. Well, the explicit word, YouTube be kind of sensitive. So somehow they get into it again. And this is where it get funny for me. Because I think at this point, this is when, Scotty had enough. Because when security got involved, Razor is short, mind you. Scotty is taller. So Scotty gonna have the arm reach. So Scotty decked the one. Bow. Hit her right in the face from what I saw. And told her to shut up. I'm not gonna lie, that was funny because first you could tell that Scotty was through at this point, and she it was like a mother popping their kid in the mouth and telling them shut up. Like, you back talking me? You back talking? Shut up. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, nah, Scotty got that one off. I'm sorry. Scotty got this one off this episode. I'm not even gonna hold you, but because she really popped her in the mouth and told her to shut up. Like, yo. So Razor is drunk. She's just carrying on, acting a mess, like a hot rotisserie mess, just yelling. She's screaming all over the place. I'm like, yo, girl. I'm like, I do like Razor. Like I said, I'm not excluding her feelings, but I just didn't understand. Like I just didn't understand how it turned out. Like, so it was just like a switch. Just like, you know what? So something must have happened. I'm thinking, because even she said something about, you saw my tattoos last night or something like that. So I'm like, did they do something last night? Because I'm confused. I'm confused on the energy, but it is what it is. Natalie and Tommy get to the house. Natalie like, but don't tell the girls we flew on a private jet. Tommy like, I don't care. Like, Natalie just being messy, of course, because that was going to start a lot of drama. And I'm like, girl, you don't want the girls to know that you on a private jet, but you're filming. So I'm pretty sure they're going to see it anyway. So I'm like, Natalie, I don't understand how you a boss, but doing sneaky shit. If you're going to be a boss, you shouldn't have matter what these girls say. Just do you. You should be flying private jets. This is your show. So I'm not understanding what you sitting up here. Anyway, yeah, so Natalie just get on my damn nerves. So all the girls get to the house or whatever the case may be. The house looked nice, mind you, by the way. The house is a real nice house, Like I said, this season, the looks, everything is just, it's working. It's 10 times better. I'm feeling the aesthetics of, of everything, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. So they get to the house, you know what I'm saying? Natalie, they meet up with everybody. And, they trying to discuss going out, and getting ready to turn up. They got to go. They got to perform. I know Stunner is performing. I think Rolly performing. Krishan's supposed to be performing. and I think Stunner is supposed to be performing, if I'm not mistaken. So they all sitting around, and then they get into the discussion about what happened on the bus, And, a lot of people feel like they ain't want to say nothing about it. So then it just comes out like, they like, yo, Razor and Scotty got into it. So Razor is drunk. Like, like I said, she drunk. She's slurring her words. She ain't feeling Scotty. She telling her to run up. You are relevant and all this stuff like that. And Scotty's still trying to keep the composure. Like, Razor, run up. Run up. Run up. So they got at it. Razor went off on her. Tried to hit her. Scotty did her big one. You know what I'm saying? Because Scotty was hitting a boot, 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 boot. I'm like, oh, okay, Scotty. Let me find out being on this show made you a fighter now. Because we know you're not a fighter. And I respect Scotty for that because, you don't have to be a baddie to fight. You know what I'm saying? Baddies don't have to fight unless they have to. But Scotty did her big one, Even rolling her confessional felt like, Razor was doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whatever. This is just crazy. It's a lot going on. It's about unnecessary stuff. I'm like, okay, can we just get out to the club or something? Because this whole thing was just, and then Razor just screaming like a banshee. She just yelling and yelling and yelling and yelling and yelling. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, yo, this is just crazy. I'm like, okay. So after that, because I'm just like, I'm over it at this point. I'm really over it. So Biggie goes to confront Razor, like, yo, chill out, stuff like that. Razor, like I said, she's just, I don't know. Razor not there. She like, oh, ain't that your friend? Ain't that your friend? Ain't that your friend? That's your friend right there, right? I'm like, first of all, if I'm Biggie, first of all, I'm not doing all that. I'm not chasing no grown behind woman and stuff like that. I'm like, anybody got time for all that? She's screaming and yelling. She's clearly not in her right state of mind. That's not my problem. I'm not here to mediate no situation, especially if I don't know you. Like, you can have a good heart and stuff like that, but after a while, I'm like, nah, y'all draining my energy. Ain't nobody got time for that. So we get to where Natalie, Scott, and Scotty are talking, and they trying to break it down to Natalie, saying what happened. Scotty like, yo, I ain't even do nothing. We was talking about tattoos, and then she just flipped out and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. I'm like, Scott, you said one thing on the bus, and then you saying one thing to Natalie, Okay, whatever the case may be. So then we get to Razor and Low. Low is trying to, like, get her to calm down. It's like Low, just like Razor was doing it when they had this situation. So you could tell I do like their friendship. Lola's like, listen, I'm over the drama. I just had mine. I ain't even trying to beat. You need to calm down because anybody got time for this. We trying to get out. We just trying to go out and get to this bag. Razor still ain't trying to hear it. She yelling and stuff like that. I would just left, like I said, because you yelling in my face. Why you in my face? Back up. You yelling, you screaming. Your breath probably stink because you drinking all that stuff. Get out my face. That's just me on that. So she's still going around the house just yelling and yelling and yelling and yelling. I'm like, okay. She's just making threats and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. Okay, Razor. I'm like, okay. This is a lot. So Tommy trying to explain to them, like, yo, we got a performance. I got a performance. We trying to go out to the club tonight. We gotta get to this bag that they always supposed to be getting to. So Tommy like, listen, either y'all going duke it out or y'all gonna have to piece it up because ain't nobody got time for this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a whole bunch of drama and stuff like that. So Tommy decides that she's going to try to go handle the situation with Razor. You know what I'm saying? And which I did like what Tommy did. She like, listen, because Tommy like, ain't nobody got time for this ish. You know what I'm saying? So Tommy goes to confront Razor with Low in there. Like I said, Low was trying to keep the peace and tell her stuff like that. Tommy goes in there and let her know, like, what you want to do since you got the issue. You either want to fight it out or let it go because we got to get ready. And it seems like they all waiting for them to handle their issue. Me personally, if I'm getting to the bag, I'm not letting whatever the issues they got, they could stay at the home. And which Razor should have did, it was just stay home. Because it really didn't make any sense to me how y'all worried about the next borough. I don't understand. Like, I'm not letting none of these chicks stop my bag, this invisible bag that they getting, because I ain't never see it. But either here and there, you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about them. I'm grown. I got a performance. I'm here to make money. Y'all want to sit here, act stupid, and argue? That's on y'all. So I'm not understanding why they can't just do that. But okay, So Tommy comes in there, to talk to her and stuff like that, which I thought was all right. Tommy, this is what Natalie should be doing. I don't understand. But anyway, because Natalie like the drama, but Tommy like, let me go handle the situation. So they go handle the situation and stuff like that. And, Razor like, I'm going to chill, stuff like that. So, that was just really that. So then they all meet in the foyer of this, the house, like I said, the house is just nice and big. But they meet in the foyer and they talking about the issues and, things like that. And you could tell Razor is over it. She drunk, Scotty over it. She don't want to talk. They trying to like figure out what's going to happen. Basically, Scotty like, yo, I ain't even do nothing to you. You just went off the hinge for no reason, and it is what it is. And Razor just like, she over it. She don't really care. And then you could tell that tensions is really kind of flaring up still. They still got an issue. Razor trying to run up. She was doing a lot, you know what I'm saying? And you could tell, like, it was a whole drunken mess. Razor was a whole drunken mess in this episode. So a lot of people was like she doing a lot. And I'm just like, it's crazy. So to sum up this episode, and that's pretty much the episode. I know next week they go to the club. They going to be performing. I know, what's her name? Stunner Girl. Because, her and Kat wasn't even in this episode. I'm like, okay, what's going on with that? And Stunner arrived to the house. Tommy got to have a confrontation with Stunner. They verbally talk it out, but it's going to go left and stuff like that. To be honest, this episode and next week's episode could have been all in one episode. They are dragging the mess out of these episodes. And then it's like, yo, y'all need to either film longer or something, because I'm not understanding why this whole episode was just so stretched and drawn out. Like, it was just like... I like the show, I really do, but it's just like the scenes be just too long. Like y'all need to film longer. I feel like that. Like film longer so that y'all could get more content in these scenes, because they be taking like 10, 15 minutes on one scene. It's so annoying, but y'all let me know what y'all think about this episode. Razor, to me, I do still like Razor, She just had her moment. I just think, you're going to have your good moments, have your bad moments. I just hope that she don't need to drink no more. If she drink and get like that, she don't need to drink, because that was just a lot. Like I said, it wasn't really nothing to talk about this episode. I just really talked about the fight. To me, if I had to grade who won the fight between Scotty and Rolly, I'm gonna say Scotty and Razor. I'm gonna say Scotty got more licks in. I feel like Scotty held her own. She did the best that she can do. Like I said, she's not really big on fighting like that, so I respect anybody, and I respect Razor too for, letting it be known. I just wish it didn't have to go down like that, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, I don't understand how y'all just went from partying to all that. So do you feel like Scotty was just targeted, or do you feel like something really happened to make Razor just react like that? Because I didn't understand. So that's pretty much the episode. Oh, I did want to talk about this. I was going to make a separate video, but so, as you know, Tommy and Natalie are doing a little boxing thing. Who you think gonna win? Me personally, I think Tommy gonna win. I mean, this is for entertainment, so I mean, it is what it is. But I do want to see it. Hopefully we ain't gotta pay extra money, but ain't nobody doing all that. So I do want to talk about that real briefly, and I also wanted to talk about Stunner Girl and Kat. Now, Stunner has unfollowed Kat, I guess, based off the episode that aired last week. And, Kat went on live to address the situation. Kat don't have no feelings, because you could tell Kat is grown and mature about the situation. She really don't care about it. She like, I don't really give a damn. It is what it is. A lot of people feel like Kat was being hypocritical because she said that she wouldn't let them jump Stunner Girl, but she got jumped anyway. You had to watch that live where Kat really explained it, but Kat was basically saying, like, listen, at the end of the day, I don't really know you like that. Yeah, I said it, but there's only so much I could do. Like, I mean, if you keep egging on the situation, I'm just here to have fun. So I get how Stunner feels some type of way, but also I didn't understand, like, like Kat said, you lived in that situation. So y'all was still hanging out and stuff like that. So if you ain't feeling some type of way in the house, why are you feeling some type of way now watching the show? Like, you could have had that animosity towards Kat while you was in the house. because it would have made more sense. You know, it's like, so now you unfollow me after you watch an episode. Like, that's crazy. And y'all was partying and turned up the whole season, and you know what happened in because y'all lived the situation. But anyway, that's pretty much it, you know. And like I said, this episode, if I had to rate it between a 1 and a 10, I would give it like a 7. You know, it wasn't really too much to go on. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you for watching this video. Hit that like up button once again. And I'm out. I'll see you at the next video. Peace out.